Hello. Today we are going into spaces unfathomable to the human mind. We're going to be asking the cards why Megzy doesn't get it. And what I mean by doesn't get it, I mean like she doesn't seem to be able to read the room. Yesterday, more photos were released from Megzy's continued humanitarian aid to the people who've been caught up with the tragedy. That is the Californian wildfires that have really been going some in South California. People have died, loads of people have lost their homes, infrastructure's burnt out. It's really bad. But Megzy is there with bags full of freebies from businesses and is giving them out. And it's just amazing to me that she can't read the room. As well, yesterday there was a bit of a puff piece saying Megzy's really pleased and was really confident and all of these things about her Netflix debacle that's been pushed back by Netflix, and it's just this dissonance that she has between reality and how she thinks she should be perceived. It's just completely mind-blowing. I mean, in comparison, Amber Heard was deeply disliked after the trial, and Amber Heard, to be fair, read the room and was just like, okay, I'm going to live the rest of my life. I'm moving and acquire a life for me. Meghan just keeps going and going and going. I mean, what is that? We're going to ask the cards. So what I'm going to do for this reading is I'm just going to use one Celtic cross spread for Meghan with Megzy's usually cards. Megzy's usually cards. The cards I usually use for Meghan, the Barbara Walker Tarot. And then I am going to use as well, I'm going to use the What's the Tea Oracle card deck to see if we can find out any more information about some of the questions or any other thoughts I may have during this reading. So stick around for the spicy stuff at the end, because it always gets more spicier towards the end. Okay, so if you're new here, subscribe. Everyone else, if you can share, all that YouTube stuff, give us a like, all of that stuff. Thank you very much for being here. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the reading, and let me know if there's anything particular you would like me to read on. I do have some readings coming up that might involve certain figures in the public domain that I don't think I've read on yet. There's the Davos thing coming up, so I'm going to read on that, but that's nothing to do with directly to do with Megzy. But we'll have a look. We can see. Anyway, going back to Megatron, Megalodon, Megzy baby. Let's have a look. Why doesn't she get it? What isn't she getting about this? What does she not understand? What is it? Why can't she read the room? Six of Cups. Okay. She has a... Well, let's get this straight off the bat. Setting her up for an 11-year-old, I have conquered the world with a letter, hasn't helped this girl's ego. It hasn't. It's almost, it's kind of like it's reinforced her. This is like a major highlight of her life, that letter, the soap letter. She's also stuck in a loop from when she was younger. And what I mean is stuck in a loop. She's got this behavior and this ideal that all you have to do is social climb and social climb and social climb. You know, leaning in on other people, getting other people to help you out, getting notorious by being mentioned by other people, that kind of thing. She's thinking she can do that to get her notoriety, to get her fame, to get her respect, by still operating in this kind of social climbing thing, like always wanting to get to the top of the pile. But people notice that. So there's that. And I feel like that is something that has been with her probably since she was a teenager, because we've got this rose-tinted glasses. So she has a dream, and because I feel like she doesn't know completely what direction she wants to be in, and she wants to be like lots of other different people, she can't focus on herself. And that's why she's always social climbing, because the target changed. She never has a target to aim for, if you know what I mean. Let's see what's crossing over. The Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. And the other thing is, she doesn't think she should do the work. She doesn't learn from mistakes. And she's lazy, to be honest with you. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. She thinks that everything should be handed to her. She thinks she can turn her hand to everything and not put any groundwork into knowing what anything means, if you know what I mean. She doesn't do her basic stuff. So she seems to, like, it's going back to how she is kind of stuck in this cycle of being this teenager wanting to social climb and this mindset. There's this level of entitlement that she thinks she should be paid attention to by everyone, but she also doesn't want to work for it. So there's this kind of grandiose energy there. She wants other people to work with her and work for her. We have got the Prince of Swords above her. She wants to be seen as being quick-witted and straight to the point, and somebody who's fast-moving and very creative. So she wants to be seen as somebody who's going to cut through the noise. She's going to cut through things. She gets a lot of support in what she does, but she cannot be bothered to do it. Sometimes she does feel about walking away. Sometimes she really does. Let's have a look and see what's coming up. She's going to make another attempt. You want to come out. Her energy is all over the place with it. She's got no real sense of what is in the room. Like, it's almost like she flips position all the time. Do you remember the Cut interview, the Cut article that came out in August of 2022? She thinks that was her stepping into her back off, I'm a boss kind of energy. And then that was retracted. This energy was softened as soon as everything happened with Queen Elizabeth passing. So she alters her energy and her... If she gets negative feedback, she alters her energy to try and be liked. She doesn't just stick with it. And I feel that's why people feel she's disingenuous. She wants to be a bit of everything. She really does want to be a bit of everything. At the minute, she's going in for, look at me, I'm a lovely person. I am the Prince of Cups. I am here to give and give heart. And I'm a little bit flirty and I'm just a little bit lovely and I'm everywhere. It's also the Knight of Cups is kind of like my influencer card. But she wants to be seen that she's out there and doing things and active. That's what's going on with the wildfires. The Four of Pentacles there. What's surrounding her is she's completely lost control of her own narrative. I don't think she can see it. She cannot see it. She definitely cannot see it. What is she hoping for? What she fear the most? Yeah, she... Okay. She is not of... I would say a kind of sane energy when it comes to this. She wants the star. She wants the healing energy to come in. It might be an Aquarian coming in for her, but she's either afraid of an Aquarian or she wants the healing. It can be both. It can be both. It could be Oprah coming in and actually wanting something positive from Oprah, or there could be an Aquarian that she's actually really worried about. Their presence she's worried about. The Knight of Wands in reverse, she's going to get really angry and really come at everything rather aggressively. I don't believe she's going to go anywhere. Like, at the minute, she just won't. I think the first two cards really did answer why she believes. It feels like she's in this kind of, what do you call it again? It was a comedy show as well. Arrested Development. Yeah, she is like got Arrested Development of a mean girl high schooler at 14, basically. That's what it is. She is just like a mean girl. And I don't know how many times we've used like the mean girl kind of references. I mean, I'm not the only one, but we've used it a lot on this channel, like Megsy's burn book and all that kind of thing. I think even back in 2019, one of my readings was something about her being a mean girl. But like, she's this energy she's got. It's something to do with Arrested Development, stuck in this kind of like cycle of like, I want like everything should run like I ran when I was either in high school or college. Everything is, this life is a game and it's played like this. So she thinks that social climbing is how you get on. And I guess it is to some extent to some people, but not to everyone. Not to everyone. There are a lot of people out there who make it on their own who don't social climb. Let us have a look. But this is why her energy comes out so wonky, you know? Because she wants to be reactive. She wants to be there. She wants to be seen in the emergency with the Prince of Swords there, the Knight of Swords. With the Ace of Wands here, she's going to come out and say like, oh, look, I'm really creative. I'm really, you know, I belong in Hollywood. I belong in Hollywood because I'm really creative. And then at the same time, she's got this Prince of Cups going on, this Knight of Cups going on and saying, oh, look, I'm so heartfelt. Look at me. I want everyone to like me and see me as this kind of good egg. But surrounding her, completely lost control of the narrative. She is not grasping reality because she's in this reductive thing from her younger years, from her childhood. She expects everyone to work for her and do what she says and push her along. And with the Eight of Pentacles crossing over her in reverse, she doesn't put any work in. So she expects everybody else to do it for her. So that is a very mean girl energy. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see with what's the T cards. Will she ever get it? I don't think she will. Let's have a look. What does it want to say about Megsy being stuck in the past? Is there a reason? Moving. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Moving. Thinking of moving. Okay, there are a few things going on. I feel like there is some moving. Now, this could be moving from Netflix. This could be moving from Monty Shit Show, Olive Garden Mansion. But there's issues around finances. There's issues around funding. They have got Arswell, the Foundation, and Grifters. They've got, she's got a deal with Lemonada. She's also got Netflix, which will be dropping off soon. But I feel like there's something coming with regard deals and moving. Now, this could be moving company or this could be moving home. I know some people think that they don't even live there. It's fine. I don't even think they live together. The bankruptcy here, bankrupt. Now, bankrupt can apply to two things. She's either going to be exposed to being morally bankrupt, something to do with the social climbing and potentially the fires in LA, or there's going to be a big case of money going down. Something with finances. That could be debt. That could be Harry's case as well. an offer. They're going to get offered something from someone. A contract somewhere. Something with cars. Car issues, that's interesting. There we go. There's something with cars. I can't figure out why it's showing me cars, but put a pin in something with cars. There's an energy here about ignoring and not wanting to take advice. She's not going to take any advice from anyone. And one of the big problems that she has got is fake flexing, which goes into the bankrupt thing as well. Acts rich, flashes money, acts fancy, shows off. Yeah. And let's have a look what's underneath it all. Scarcity tactics. One of the things I think she's trying to do is this year and some of you last year, even though it doesn't feel like it, it feels like they never go away, was they have become less pappable. So we haven't seen so many like flouncing around car parks energy. We haven't seen anything like that. But I think she's trying to do like I think she'd want to do more of stuff like that, and it's only when she gets called out she stops doing things like that. So now she's kind of going into this kind of like less is more kind of thing, and she's trying to play a bit of a game, and she'll only turn up for like disasters and award shows rather than just car parks. Interesting about moving the money. Scarcity tactics could be involved with offers that she does get as well, actually, if there's an offer on the table, as in these cards. Not sure about the car thing, that something with a car. We'll keep that pinned in because that might come out eventually. The ignoring, fake flexing, and scarcity tactics. So she's either ignoring the press or she's ignoring any advice she's been getting from anyone else. Be very interested to find out the Aquarian, and out also with the King of Wands in reverse. That could be Hollywood coming down on her as well, and but it would be her coming out more aggressively, you know, doing the usual, oh my god, you're doing this because it's unconscious bias and all of that kind of stuff. But there we go. That is what I have for you today with Megatron. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much for being here, guys, and I shall see you soon for some more readings. Take care of yourselves. Bye.